Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simplifying Sustainability. I'm Anubha, founder of Niti. Today's episode is about something we have all experienced, our education. We grew up learning about pollution, climate change, and the environment, but somehow most of us never learned what to actually do with this information. To explore that, I'm joined once again by Lieutenant Colonel Ashok Chaudhury, that has spent 29 years in the Indian Army and nearly a decade in senior corporate roles in telecom. He has seen sustainability work on the ground and at scale, and he's here to share some interesting practical insights. Sir, we've often heard that India's education system includes environmental studies, but in reality, very few students come out knowing how to apply it. Why do you think this gap still exists?
You are right, Anubha. Our national education policy talks about sustainable living, but in classrooms, it's still textbook based. Students can define recycling, but they might not know where the nearest collection point is. The bigger issue is that we teach concepts, not connections. Students don't see how water, food, energy, and livelihoods are all linked. So, sustainability becomes just a science topic, not a life skill, and it's never practiced.
That is such an important point. I've seen the same thing that schools talk about awareness, but really about agency. We don't ask students to actually implement a project, run a waste audit, or try a small community solution. So, if you could redesign how schools teach sustainability, what would you start with?
I would start by weaving sustainability across every subject, not isolating it in EVS or geography. In maths, let students calculate their classroom's energy use or water savings. In economics, compare the cost of renewable energy. In literature, analyze environmental themes in stories. That's how we show that sustainability connects to everything. Then move to project based learning. Let students adopt a plant, study a local river, or track waste in the school canteen. They begin to see their ecosystem as a classroom, and most importantly, empower the teachers. Many teachers want to do this, but they lack resources. Regular training and toolkits can make a very big difference.
I love that idea, seeing your surroundings as your classroom. It's simple but powerful. And it also reminds me of how much we overlook traditional Indian knowledge where sustainability lessons were implemented long before the word even existed.
Absolutely. Those traditions taught respect, balance, and responsibility. Values we now call sustainability. When we combine that wisdom with modern science and technology, schools can nurture not just informed students, but responsible citizens. Imagine every school aiming for a green campus certification, using solar power, composting waste, conserving water.
Yes, that is when sustainability stops being a subject and becomes a mindset. It teaches curiosity to ask how things are made and where they go. It builds empathy for people and the planet. And it helps us realize that sustainability isn't about sacrifice, it's about living smarter and more consciously.
Exactly. When education nurtures systems thinking, students see that every choice, what they buy, eat, or throw away, it shapes the world's future. That understanding will matter more than any exam mark.
Thank you so much, sir, for those insights. It's clear that the world is teaching us lessons schools never taught us about climate, communities, and choices. The question is, how do we bring those lessons back into how we teach and learn? To educators, the future needs classrooms that teach system thinking, compassion, and action, not just facts. Bring sustainability into your lessons across subjects and beyond textbooks. And to students, don't just study sustainability, live it. Learn by doing, create small projects, and turn curiosity into change. That's how learning truly transforms the world. This is Anubha Batla, and you've been listening to Simplifying Sustainability. See you in the next episode.